Hello, welcome back to another video, or welcome to my channel. I feel like because it's the new year, it might be time to finally talk about some upcoming potential changes to my channel and just also kind of just talk about what's going to be happening in our life in 2024. We have a big year this year. I want to make a small little video, hopefully small. I hope to not ramble too much and end up talking for like 30 plus minutes and then have to edit and upload a very long video. First off, I just want to say a big thank you, and that is to every single person who has ever clicked on my video, liked a video, commented on one, and of course subscribed. I literally just hit at the end of December 1,000 subscribers. I did not think I was going to hit 1,000 subscribers. I've been doing YouTube kind of like off and on, more so on for the last few years. Since 2019, I've been kind of just hobbying YouTube, and I'm very thankful for everything. And up until I think it was just a year and a half ago, I was still at 200 subscribers, and then just in this past year, all of a sudden I skyrocketed somehow and I hit 1,000 subscribers, and I still don't know to this day how. I don't know how my videos, some of them get 1,000 views and then other ones get like 20. I don't understand how it works, and I'm very thankful for every single person. I haven't really said thank you to all my subscribers, so thank you from the bottom of my heart, truly thank you. Like I said, I appreciate every single thing. It doesn't matter if you literally have watched 2 seconds of a video or if you have sat and watched every single video all the way through and also liked, potentially commented. It does not matter to me. I am just kind of, having fun, and I don't expect too much from any of my videos. The only thing I want, or my only goal for each video posted, is 20 views. Doesn't matter if I have 1,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, 50 subscribers, I just want 20 views. My thinking of that is, if depending on the video I post, more so the more helpful ones, if I can help 1 to 20 people on one video alone, I would be so happy, so thankful for whatever reason. So 20 views is the only thing I ever ask, and every single video now, especially, we hit 20 views. I think only a few of my channel in the past didn't hit 20 views, so I'm very thankful. So because of that, if you haven't heard that, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Truly, I really appreciate everything, and I've just been enjoying this last year, especially for the last few years. With that kind of out of the way, let's get into the main reason I'm actually making this video. First off, if you are new here, hi, welcome to a new video. I'm surprised this is the video you clicked on, but if you're not new here and you're returning and you've seen any of my other videos, especially the past ones and like book related ones, hi, hello, welcome back. But also, you may have heard me say how we are moving. We have packed up our house. It's kind of bare, it's kind of empty a little bit, besides like furniture, some more important commonly used type items, and we are leaving in April. We don't have much time. Our house is finally on the market. We're trying to look for a couple buyers. We have a few potential people who really like our house, but other than that, we are just getting ready to go home. Our life is going to be changing a lot, drastically, in this next year, and it's not just because we are just moving again like we did from Wisconsin to out here to Las Vegas. We are drastically changing because our careers are changing. I'm going from just being a stay-at-home mom for the last 3 years to I'm going back to working, thank goodness. I am very thankful that I was able to be a stay-at-home mom, but the only reason we did that is because with the Thunderbirds, since my husband was on the Thunderbirds, he was gone 200 plus days of the year, every single year. He wasn't always necessarily able to be here to help me raise our child, and with me being, if I worked, we had to go obviously put our child into daycare, and I had to, just to break even, I had to make over $2,000 a month. It didn't make much sense for me to work out here. So because of that, I just became a stay-at-home mom for the last 3 years, which is fine, except for I've always had very tedious type jobs, very much outside in the elements, and all elements, and not like desert life, but outside in the elements, doing physical work, to all of a sudden staying home for 3 years, and I've been bored out of my mind. I'm not gonna lie, I've been bored out of my mind. I picked up reading a lot more, and it has helped, and I clean the house a lot all the time, but there's just some things that I miss, and that's just getting out, getting away, being able to drive my truck every day, and going to work. I really miss just going to work. I miss having a schedule. I miss having something to do, and also feeling like I'm giving to my family and not just taking. I feel like I'm not contributing, and so if I have a job, I just feel much better about that. Of course, obviously with my husband, since we are going home, also he's getting a whole nother job, so that's a new transition out of the military and everything like that. That's just going to be a whole life change right there. The other major thing is we are finally, after 5, 6, well, my husband's been in for 7 years, so 6 years pretty much for me. We are finally getting out of the city. I am so thankful. I'm not a city person. If you know me personally, especially, you know I'm not a city person. I hate cities. I hate people. Let me rephrase that. I hate being so close to people. When I'm home, I want my privacy. We are getting to live again with the farm life. We have plenty of farm work. James is going to be a farm kid, thank goodness, instead of a city kid. I'm so very thankful for that. And we are finally getting out of the desert, most importantly for me. We're just doing a lot of things different. Our whole lives are changing, and I'm very excited. Of course, with all this that's coming up, this will be after April. Around April, mid-April to at least anything after, that's going to lead to potential schedule changes. I usually, up until at Christmas, and I've just switched back, I only post once a week. I only post on Sundays. For Christmas, I did Sundays and Wednesdays. I really appreciated doing that just for like a vlogmas, but I didn't want to hold myself to it. But I'm proud of myself because I did every single week in December. I did both Wednesday and Sunday. Up in the new year, or I guess when we move more so, I have no clue how it's all going to work. I know we are moving ourselves again like we have always done. I don't know if I'm going to potentially already have videos pre-filmed so that when we are moving, because this time I don't think it's just going to take 3 days. I think we're going to kind of sightsee. So it might take around 5 or so days to go home since it is 2,000 miles. If I don't happen to get a video, I'm very sorry. I hope to be able to like come on like the community page and be like, hey, I'm sorry, no video is going to be posted this Sunday. Maybe next Sunday. We are just busy, you know. Or if I don't get to that, I'm very sorry if I can't like inform you and I just don't post. Sometimes life gets real busy, and in all honesty, if I have to, YouTube is just kind of more of a hobby. I'm not even making money even though I hit 1,000 subscribers, so it's more so just a hobby for me. It has been for many years, and I would love to continue to do it, but at the same time, if I have to take a break on it because of actual true life events that are happening, like moving and setting up a house and getting a job, you know, things that are actually responsibility and life in general that we have to do in order to continue on, I will put YouTube on the back burner because it is on the back burner. But I hope not to necessarily take any breaks at all. Maybe like at the most, maybe a month if I need it. But I hope that in all honesty, I can just pre-film a bunch before we move and then have everything post, and then that'll give me my whole month that I'm looking for. And then when we get settled in more, then I can continue making, because I have a lot of upcoming changes that I know I want to change about my channel to a point. We just have potential changes with if I post or not. That's the major thing that's happening to my channel, or at least potentially going to. Now, the other thing that I want to talk about is my categories. Up at the top, if you go to my actual channel, you'll see my banner. It says that it's vehicles, books, and photography. I don't believe in that order, but it might be in that order. And I'm just gonna say those are the 3 major categories of my channel. Those are the 3 that I want here on out to make my channel. I've already privated a lot of videos, like all my cleaning videos, besides like vehicle related cleaning videos, I've already privated. I'm going through and I want to kind of clean up my channel, and then I just want to start out my channel again. Well, not fully, but like kind of vamp it or restart it out, I guess. I don't know how to say that, but basically I just want to go home and start doing what I want to do again, which, don't get me wrong, I have been posting what I want, like with the books and stuff, but I want to include more of what my favorite topics are. And my 3 favorite topics in life are vehicles, photography, and books. I've always loved reading. I've always been obsessed with vehicles. If you know me, you know I've been a die-hard vehicle person since I could probably sit up. And then of course photography. In 2010 I became a photographer, and I've been off and on for photography for many years, and out here in the desert I just kind of quit because it hasn't been the best 3 years out here. It's just been terrible. It's just, I'm not a very big desert person. There's no life out here. It's very crowded. Las Vegas is literally called Sin City for a reason. So I already know how Las Vegas is, especially with children. And if you're blind to that, just know Las Vegas is called Sin City for a reason. You need to be careful with your children out of here. And I'm not oblivious to that. So that is partly also why I don't do what I did in Wisconsin, and I would just randomly go random places and go take photos all the time. I have been more responsible because I do have a child now. I'm ready to get out of here. To be honest, it has been a long 3 years, not just with like the placement where we've been at, but with like certain other job aspects and everything like that. It's just been so stressful. I have not been in the mood to do my most favorite things. I have been able, thankfully, to do a lot of vehicle videos out here, very much love those. I've been doing photography more so with like the air shows because thankfully with my husband being on the Thunderbirds, I've been able to travel some and get out of here and go to air shows, which I'm very, very thankful for that. Don't get me wrong, I'm very, very thankful for that. And of course, books. Books have really taken over my channel for the last year. It's just been so much easier just to do book contents because I know I'm always reading. I always have videos to potentially do versus, photography. I don't really take my camera out much because I don't know where to go. I don't really like the desert anymore. It was cool when we first got here, but it's just depressing out here. It's just the same old, and it's never snowing. There's no cold out here, and when it is, I have to go to a mountain, and it's just crowded because everybody doesn't know what snow is apparently, so everybody's at the mountain. It's just like little things like that. I'm very excited to go home. I'm very excited to finally get seasons again. I think that's been the biggest damper on my mood is the lack of greenery out here. The being so crowded, we're literally packed like sardines, and also the third thing is just not having seasons. I hate having it hot from February all the way to December. Christmas, it was 70 degrees out here. All right, I need some cooler weather, especially for Christmas, okay? I've never once been out here and thought about Christmas. And that's really sad because Christmas usually is like a magical, festive time, and just out here, it just hasn't been. I want to basically not rebrand, but just reintroduce vehicles, photography, and books. Those are gonna be my three main categories that I want to, and also in the future, this is, months in the future from now, because I wanna be settled in. I wanna have our lives basically figured out before I go through with this, but I would like to maybe try posting twice a week. So if you guys are here because of book content, I don't want you necessarily to give up on me and go away, but I would like to potentially post, like, let's say every Wednesday I post book content, and then every Sunday I combine vehicle or photography, so either I do a vehicle video or I do a photography video every single Sunday. I want to try and make that my goal, maybe not for 2024, but at least sometime in the future. That would be really nice to get everything kind of settled. My main thing is I just really want to be back into photography. I miss it a lot. And also, with that being said, my channel might have new content. I'm gonna call it new equipment. For 7 years now, I've been filming with a Canon 80D. I bought it a year old in 2017, so it's coming up on 7 years. Sorry, my bad. It's coming up on 7 years, and it's finally starting to show its age. It's been a very great camera. I've taken hundreds of thousands of photos with it, but the shutter life on it is only around, I do believe, 250,000, give or take. I'm reaching my point of issues are starting to arise, and it's time. It's really time to replace it. 500 subscribers ago, my husband and I wanted to get me a new one. We kind of made a little deal, but then instead we decided to spend money and be more responsible and pay off like the 2 bills that we had. I'm very, very thankful we did that because also at the same time, looking back, the camera I would have chose is definitely not as good as the one that I'm getting ready to choose, and I'm not going to tell y'all what it is because I still have to do a little bit more research, but more than anything, I want to introduce it to the channel, do a whole video of like unboxing it and doing my like first real world test of it, and I'm just so excited because if you did not know, this Canon 80D, it is technically like a video camera, but from 2017, the max it goes in is 1080p. I'm very thankful for 1080p. I will always love 1080p. Don't get me wrong. I'd rather shoot in 1080p than 4 or 8K, and that's just my personal preference. It's a video camera. It has problems with the mic, and it doesn't matter if I have an external mic or a built-in mic. No matter what, it always has this high-pitched ringing that I can't get out of videos, and I thought an external mic would help that, and it just kind of emphasized it. There's the buttons. I have an actual D-pad, and then I have like a ring that circles. That ring gets sometimes stuck, and it starts making weird grinding noises, so I had to stop using it. I just have so many issues arising, not to mention my sensor has always had dust on it. I don't know if you can see. I don't think it's really in video mode because of how everything's moved, but in taking photos, like in the middle, there's a dust spot here and a dust spot here. So if I don't edit them out, or every single photo has a dust spot, so it gets very old. And yes, you can clean the sensors. I just feel like it's time for an upgrade. My husband and I, he's kind of spoiling me with everything that going on with us selling our house, and also, tax time around the corner. We're actually dropping a lot more money this time and getting me a really nice camera, and it's like a $3,500 camera. I think on sale they were for Black Friday $2,700. I'm very excited because it's also a mirrorless, my first mirrorless camera. So I'm really excited to switch to mirrorless, and like I said, I still have a lot more research to do. But with that being said, my video quality is going to be so much better, especially in like more low light conditions. I'm so excited to test out this new camera whenever we get it, because it won't be for a hot minute, because we have more important things to worry about right now than just dropping money. That's one of the big changes that are going to come to my channel, is new equipment, technically, because I'm getting a new camera. But I'm not retiring. I'm not getting rid of this camera. especially for photography. If I want to do like little walks out in the woods, it takes photos, my Canon 80D might be another POV type shot. No matter what, I'm going to keep my Canon 80D. It's going to still be here on the channel. It's going to be used a lot less compared to what it is now. The other thing, of course, if you know my husband and I, you already know we're gonna get new vehicles. All right, we're gonna have a lot of vehicle content eventually, because if we're not building a vehicle, potentially getting a new vehicle. And my husband and I have already talked about getting our dream vehicle when we go home. We're gonna drop some cash and go get our dream vehicle, because right now they're under 20 grand. They're actually priced pretty decent. So of course we're gonna have new vehicles, potentially modding. We also want a drag vehicle. We want to go back to the drag strip and, you know, race people. We want to build a nice drag strip car, and there's just so much that we want to do. Eventually, no matter what, the 55 Pontiac Cheeton that we own, that honestly was up in photos before we took those down, that engine is eventually going to go. It's not always going to be here because that's an old engine. So eventually we're going to have to fix that. We have so many vehicles we could potentially fix. For like the book section, I'm always going to buy new books. If you're a book person, you already know you're already going to buy new books. There is no way you can't buy new books. Even though I'm trying to read like all of my physical TBR, especially right now, I'm still going to buy books. I'm probably still going to buy books before we move here, and we leave in not even 3.5 months, and I'm still probably going to go buy more books, even though I just have to turn around and pack them up and just ship them home or throw them in our trailer just to go home. So we'll have a bunch of new things coming to the channel, you know, continuing to add things to the channel. The more overall thing that I wanted to talk about is my channel. When I first started in 2019, my husband was deployed at the time, so I was just kind of trying to pass time, trying to get my mind off him a little bit. But the major thing is, if you look back, I'm gonna keep definitely these videos because they've been so helpful over the years. My first video was actually a power outlet video for my truck. It was how to change and replace the power outlets in my generation truck, because they are just such a pain in the butt, and apparently 30,000 plus people apparently needed help with that. I did not know that, and that really helped influence me because that video was the first one to basically pop off. It just influenced me. I wanted to help people, and I've always wanted to help people. That's one reason I always try and do multiple different videos. My truck's DOD delete, a good example. I did the actual installation, how we did everything for the most part. It's not like a full in-depth, but it's a little bit in-depth. And then I just did the sound clips. So if you didn't care about what we did and you only cared about the sound clips, I had two options. I wanted to help people out as much as possible. Same with like books. More so with books, I wanted to give out like recommendations, and I feel really comfortable in like the last year doing book recommendations. But that's the main thing I really want to get with my channel, is I just want to post more helpful videos, or videos that will help people in general. It doesn't matter if it's helping them by, I don't know, making them smile, or if it's actually physically helping them because they were stuck. But seeing those comments, like on my power outlet video, saying how they scoured the internet to try and figure out exactly how to take this out, and then my video was the first one to actually truly help them, or just literally them saying thank you. Those comments are more important to me than somebody just saying like, oh, you have a cute house, or you have a cute shirt on, you know, something random. Like, yes, I appreciate those comments too, but if I could just help every single person that looked at my channel, or at least watched one of my videos, if somehow I could help them in one way or another, that is more of my goal. Besides having fun and not stressing about YouTube, that's more of my goal than anything else. But other than that, like I said, I just want to figure out my life and I want to figure out more so my channel, incorporating my three major interests. I think that's the overall thing of this whole video. I feel like I rambled way too much with this whole video. I feel like I probably also repeated a lot, way too much, and I'm very sorry about that. But thank you all so much for clicking on this video. If you watched it all the way through, thank you so much for that as well. Thank you again for 1,000 subscribers, every like, every comment, every time somebody watches my videos. Thank you all so much for everything, truly, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. The only thing I can say is I'm just excited for 2024. I'm excited for the change. I'm excited for already the happiness I feel of finally leaving Las Vegas. That sounds so stupid, but I very much have not liked it here, and I'm so excited to get back to my roots, to go back to the country. So thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Click on any video if you're curious of any of the playlists I have, any videos that might help you out. Otherwise, I hope to see y'all in another video here on my channel. God bless.